And we are live, people. Welcome to the UPR Smackdown Results and Review Show. I am one of your hosts, Mike Knoxxx. Tonight, I'll be joined by no other than that guy called the Badguy Jack. What's going on, Jack?
What's going on? I wasn't even prepared for that. Listen, you usually teamed up with the Wrestling Doll. You said, hey, I need a partner. I said, Mike, you lead the show. I bring the seasoning. The head of the table and the baddest of the jacks. Can't wait to talk about SmackDown.
We are here. Listen, you know what? This is my first time on the UPR Smackdown review show. And I'll tell you something. I was excited. I said, okay, I'm going to come in here with Wrestling Doll. We're going to do our thing. Boom. She's out at a wrestling event because that's what we do as wrestling fans. We go to wrestling events. So she's out tonight at a wrestling event in her home city. But tonight, SmackDown, I ain't going to lie to you. I was a little disappointed in SmackDown tonight. Like last week, I was excited. Then I never wanted to do a show with UPR on for SmackDown review because as we're live now, Rampage is on, right? So I got Rampage to my left. My man Johnny Mox looking better than he's ever looked before.
He's looking very lean.
He looks really good. Even on SmackDown tonight, they mentioned his name. Seth called him Mox. Seth called him Mox. But yes, people, listen, the show opened up with the bloodline themselves, the Usos talking that good old bloodline talk. We the ones. And the people were on their feet in Nashville tonight. That was the home of the scene. And I got to say this much, Jack. The crowd was into it.
Yeah, you know what I was going to sit here and say? I got to say, like, you know how wrestling fans are so fickle, they get tired of things quickly and all that stuff. People are still behind Roman. Isn't that kind of amazing how long? Has it been, what, a year, almost two? I'm not even
508 days that
tribal
chief.
God.
Acknowledge your tribal chief.
And they're with him.
Acknowledge your tribal chief. I tell you this much, just looking at this show, it started off good. I'm like, I got the tribal chief.
Yes.
I got the Usos, and then boom, Seth freaking Rollins comes out, interrupts him. I thought for a second there, Jack, they were going to a commercial when they did the promo.
Why? Oh, because that's what they do.
Like right as Seth was coming out, I was like, what the fuck? But you don't do that on the tribal chief. You don't do that on Seth freaking Rollins, aka White Jesus. Okay, you don't do that on the bloodline. Okay. But they did that, but it wasn't a commercial. It was a promo, if you will, so to speak, right? So paying homage to what went on. But this rivalry, I tell you this much, I'm here for it. Listen, even going into what happened where Kevin Owens comes out later tonight and they turn that match into a Seth Rollins says, look, how about this? Let's have a match where I beat your boy, your cousins, they can't be involved. And Usos like, yeah, we take that match. I'm like, hold on. I make the rules around here. So he makes a match. Who's going to be dumb enough around here? We got them all scared to come help you out. And then out comes my other guy, Kevin Owens.
Owens. Oh, you almost said Kevin freaking Owens.
I did almost say that. I did almost say that.
They said so much. Everything was freaking. I went to go to the refrigerator and said, oh, look, it's the freaking refrigerator. You're right.
Listen, I got some freaking orange juice right now. Hell.
I know. I got some freaking wine.
I got some freaking wine. Oh! Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. Had to get that in. Fuck you. So Dice Man should be joining us soon. He's finishing up a Madden game. It's going to be a 3-man weave tonight. But like I was saying, Kevin Owens comes in, and I can't wait for us to get the Mania because I've had every single KO Mania shirt. The only one he didn't have was when they had the Kofi Mania.
What are we on now?
This would be 5.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, this would be 5. The last one was 4.
Okay.
Cool. I've had every one of them. I have every one but 3. Right? Because I just keep it real. I need to lose weight, people. They don't have that one in my size. It is Friday night. Let's see who's calling Jack.
Oh, it's my mother.
Oh, you just call her. Or do you just call her mommy? Or do you just call her mommy?
I do say mommy. I still say mommy. That's Mama.
What's going on? What's going on, George? I like the segment between Roman and Seth. Listen, that was hot. Where is Kev? I don't even know who Kev is, Julia. So can you speak on Kev? Who's Kev?
Who is Kev? Unless you mean Kevin Owens. I'm just saying Kev.
Okay.
Unless you have another host that's usually Kev. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know who Kev is, but thank you for the comment. But
thank you.
This opens up, like I said, I'm looking at all 4 in the ring. I'm looking at where they're going right now with everything moving into the Royal Rumble. Like, I'm gonna take Dice's words. He's not here. He said earlier we always watch things live. He said McMahon's not out of touch. You know what I mean? He just does things his way. Right. I added that part on there. And I say this when I'm looking at Royal Rumble as it's constructed right now, I have no problem with what I saw tonight. I have no problem with Roman versus Rollins. I have no problem now that fast forward to the night that tag team match that took place. Of course, it was either you don't be in the match or you're in the match, or there is no match. As soon as I saw there is no match for the stipulation for the tribal chief, I knew there that it was going to be a laughing stock. Right? There's no way they're going to hype this all up. And as Seth freaking Rollins would say,
with that laugh, as he still like all 101 Dalmatians.
Hold on, Julia. Really? Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and the tribal chief are
all of them
a joke?
All of them? Even the tribal chief?
Are you a wrestling fan?
Not even the tribal chief?
Come on.
Really?
Hey, listen, that girl's birthday. For you. Just for you, Shay. Happy birthday to our tribal queen.
Yes.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Your two favorite co-hosts are right here co-hosting together. All right. Look, he got the hair. Look at that. Got the Sonic shirt on. I got the Bloodline shirt on. So we still keep it with the ones. And Shay will be back on Tuesday and Thursday. The one Tree Hill show debuts.
Oh my God.
The One Tree Hill show
debuts. I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I can't wait.
Listen, of course it was me who had it. And Julia chimes back in. Yeah, Undertaker always. Okay, I get you liking Taker. I'm not a Taker guy. I respect Taker.
I respect his work. I've never been a big Taker fan, but as time went on, I've definitely respected his work. I'll sit here and say this. Later part of his career, he had a lot of better matches. I can't pinpoint what, I don't want to sit here and go. But as he got older, he had a lot of better matches.
And I thought he could have kept going with the cinematic matches. I thought him and Sting perfectly are branded for that. So when AEW crossed over and they did the same thing, copying with the him and Darby Allin match, and they had the cinematic matches, like they had the Boneyard match with Taker, I thought, hey, that's a good look for Taker. Taker can't go like he used to go. But Taker being Taker, that's great. He lives 10 minutes from me. Well, in that case, get him on the program. Go down there right now and I'll give you the link. And just say, hey, look who I'm here with. Me, Mark Callis. He invented the heart punch. That's how far I'll go back, Julia. I go back to me.
That was his finisher.
Callis.
That was his finisher.
It was my finisher because I took it from him. Okay?
Oh, okay.
You got to get the fist, you ball up, you put it back here behind the heart, and then punch right in the heart.
Yeah.
They start having convulsions.
I did that in high school. It just didn't work.
What's going on, Elvis? Thanks for growing the program. And she says hi to George as well. Listen, so in the SmackDown, I'm loving just seeing that dynamic. Once we saw the stipulation.
Right. I feel like that was such a giveaway.
I hate that. That's always the giveaway.
That's a problem. That's a big time problem. Like they say those things and it's a giveaway. One of the things I'll admit, what's it been going on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I don't know. Everything just combined together. So I was sitting there saying,
it's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks.
Okay, fine. It's been 3 weeks. But I was saying, I don't think Seth Rollins, because I said they're both heels. I think that dynamic is kind of odd. But even still, I know there's still going to be a banger of a match. I don't think they've ever had a bad match. I just think the idea of heel versus heel, you kind of go I don't know. But yeah, I do agree with what you say is when they say that, and it kind of turns you off when you hear that, because then you go then I don't need to pay attention. But I do gotta say at the end, I mean, I'll save that for when we get to the end.
No, go to it. We've already been there.
All right, cool, fine. I'm just saying, I thought that them protecting, because I said the Usos are the tag team champs. I'm not saying they should never lose, but at the same time, I'm sitting there saying they shouldn't just be losers. These guys,
they beat tag teams, just never individual greatnesses. So they're not going to beat. They're not going to beat. They're not going to beat
Seth and Kevin Owens.
That's just not going to happen, right? But they're going to beat, the Dirty Dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're dirty.
They're a tag team, right?
I was going to say they're dirty.
I'm actually a big fan of Dolph Ziggler. I'm a Hill Ziggler guy. Oh, I was
going to say. I thought you were going to sit here and say in Captain Planet, use the guy who the dirty Captain Planet.
I didn't watch Captain Planet.
Captain Planet sucked.
I know about Captain Planet. He's our hero, going to take pollution down to zero.
The theme was cool, but the show sucked.
The theme was cool. My wife's a big fan of Captain Planet, but
like the show.
But but tonight's SmackDown to me just didn't deliver, right? And it opened up. We had this greatness opening up with us, and after that, we go straight into Kofi Kingston taking on Madcap. And here's my
thing. No, you're right, Madcap, Cali. Oh, you're right.
Listen, so they surprised. They go, oh look, the guys from Raw are coming over. We're close to Royal Rumble.
Wasn't that?
So Big E comes out. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying, like, so Big E comes out to show some love to Kofi to what? Even the playing field. Okay, Captain Planet was great. Hey, Tomato, Shamil Shamazo, Hopper Incorporated. I don't know, but I did. I mean, who didn't watch Captain Planet? You know, it just wasn't my show.
I watched it and helped me get a full 8 hours of sleep.
Oh. So that match comes on. Here's my thing when it comes to the Royal Rumble. I said this on last night's show, and I'm gonna say it throughout the whole weeks that we're here on UPRE and UPR. You know, with our, like I said, come around the blocks of Mike Knoxxx and the whole UPR show as you take that road to WrestleMania, because we're going to be there as well. We're going to be at Royal Rumble next week as well. We're going to be there. If there's wrestling on the way to WrestleMania, we are there somewhere. So get with us. All right. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff that we do. Listen, it's not hard to like. We're not actually to buy a fish dinner. No one's actually to put some money in the collection plate. We're actually for you to like, share, and comment. If you don't like what you say, comment below. Let us know. If you think Badguy Jack's breath smells over the air, tell him.
It don't stink. It just smell like wine.
It just smell like mine. Smells like wine. So what are we drinking tonight over here? We got.
This is why Mike said, "Hey, I need the bad guy on the show." That's why.
Australian for beer, but it's why. So we get to the Madcap Moss. And Big E, they're hyping up the fact, oh, it's Royal Rumble, so SmackDown and Raw stars are all going to cross over and do this thing. And that's the thing they've done, and that's the thing they did. And you're doing that. And it does some star fare. And then we get into, I can't pronounce this tag team name. I'm a huge fan of Angel Garza. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think it's like Logarios.
Los Lotharios.
Yeah, no, you did a good job. Yep.
Taking on the Viking Raiders. And as soon as I saw that matchup, I said, well, the Viking Raiders are going to win because they've been promoted. Right, because to go against, the Usos, that's going to be the next thing there. So they couldn't lose that match. But I like the Lotharios. I personally think how everybody loves the Spanish guy Sammy Guevara. I think that my man is better at every level.
Right.
And I give
who are you talking about? Angel, right?
I'm Angel Garza. I think he's the closest. I think he's the closest to Eddie Guerrero we're going to see. That's just my opinion.
But don't you feel like that's something that's so thrown out? Like anytime it's a Latino, superstar,
it's like who's the next Jordan? It's always gonna be the next something.
But that's been thrown out so much, and I think there's some people who will like. I do think someone like God, I can't think of my man's name, but he always instead of Sting, he called him Stink. I can't think of his name. He was in WWE. He's with Charlotte Flair. That's your favorite.
I'm sorry, no, you didn't.
Who?
He was what?
Huh?
You said it, but you didn't say it right. You didn't say it right.
Charlotte
Flair!
Wow! It's
the greatest women's wrestler
ever of
all times.
You had to get that out there. I love that there was an echo. Like, are you in the mountains? I love that.
That's my kids in the background. Every time I do it, they just run from the living room and get it started. They know what's going on. And to answer your question, Elvis, honestly, I'm a Sami Zayn mark.
Sami Zayn is incredible.
Although I hate the bullshit they're doing with him and Johnny Knoxville. And with that being said,
do you feel like that's going to be a match at WrestleMania?
I hope the Lord Jesus not, but I'm bringing our third person for the night. My man, Dice Man, Almighty, Big Kips in the chat. What's going on, brother?
Listen, I just heard the word Sami Zayn, and I got some shit to say.
And that's what I figured it's time to come on in there. Now I know it's hot down here in Florida, but you got a whole goddamn skull cap on now.
Listen, I'm woofing right now. I'm woofing.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I always gotta wear a hat right now, because I'm in that stage right now where it's like,
make your hairline go back like a Cleon.
I can get my hair plaited, but some of the pieces ain't gonna be long enough. So I just decided to woof it up until the summertime.
So you're gonna talk about my man Sami Zayn. Go ahead.
Well, let's hear it.
Hold up. Let me. I gotta switch my. There we go.
Much better.
Oh, that's so smooth. That's that radio smooth right there.
That's what we do. That's what we do on Around the Blocks in the Z assignment. We come with that hot production.
Listen, I'm over this Sami Zayn shit. I've been over Sami Zayn for 6 fucking months. I'm tired of it.
Don't leave Sami Zayn alone. Mess with Johnny Knoxville. Leave fucking. Don't you disrespect. Hold on 1 second, and I will. Sami Zayn is at that stage right now where people felt about Cody.
Really?
Well, no. Everything
not
that-
comparing
every-
Sami Zayn.
everything
We're
that
not
Cody
comparing
did,
Sami Zayn and
everything
Cody
that
Rhodes.
Cody did
Absolutely
with the
not.
Stardust gimmicks, everything else to me, Cody made it work. I loved everything Cody did. I think everything they give Sammy, and I saw the comments there, Mr. I'm Gorilla. I bring them up when I'm ready to bring them up.
Sorry. I'm right. You know what? My bad. My hands are right here. Go ahead.
You're supposed to be sitting here drinking wine.
I am
Saying, "Fuck
drinking
you,
wine."
Dave Meltzer." But no, go ahead. I'm just saying, I just think everything Tammy does, whether it's good or not, I think he does a good job at it. That's all I'm saying with that, Dice.
Who,
Go ahead.
Sami Zayn?
He can. Okay,
Sami
he
Zayn
can
does
do a
That's
good
all
job.
we're saying.
That's fine. He can. I ain't gonna say it's a good job. It's been acceptable.
What are you supposed to do with that bullshit they give him?
It's been acceptable.
But I think he's been knocking that. I think he's been knocking
out
out the
the
park. Though, what he
fucking
does.
park.
I think
Can
he's knocked
anybody?
out the park.
All right, real quick. Can anybody tell me what happened to the Sami Zayn documentary?
I think that's always been meant to be teased. I think they're going to eventually do something.
No,
I mean,
no,
I
I
hope
think
it.
it's-
I don't mean in real life, but I mean the
said-
storyline.
The
Yeah,
storyline.
what
They
happened?
they
I don't think they
said
forgot it. Mhm.
no. They mentioned he said they stole the footage
Oh,
from him. He said he submitted the footage.
Easy
be
way
shown.
to say,
They
you know what,
yeah.
this shit ain't working.
Yeah,
This shit
crap
ain't working.
Well, I thought it was working. But again, I'm a Sami Zayn mark, so it doesn't count what I say. Okay, but
I'm just trying to get you. I'm just trying to get you onto the dark side. Just come
It's
to the
the
dark
Knoxville
side
shit.
and recognize that this Sami Zayn
what?
bullshit from the past 6 months has not been good.
Oh, I'm
Take
not
the
saying it's
fandom-
no.
take the
I'm not
fandom
saying
out
no.
of it.
I
It's
will
been-
not
this
say that it's been
conspiracy
good. That
theorist-
would be a lie.
This
It's not been
conspiracy
good.
theorist bullshit is trash. It's
No,
really
it has
trash.
not been good. It has not been good, but
Mhm.
I still love the conspiracy theory things that they've come out with. I think fans put too much pressure on wrestlers to be serious and have serious feuds all the time. Sometimes
Real quick,
wrestlers
you know what?
want to have fun and it's good exposure for them.
AJ, real quick. Can we talk about what Bully Ray said? I know we talk about SmackDown, but can we talk about what Bully Ray said?
Let's get to that. Let's get that after you get through SmackDown. I mean, you just make sure you put that nickel in the meter. Matter of fact, put a quarter in the meter so we don't forget.
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
the nickel you're gonna
Big
drive
silver
off and get a
dollar.
fucking ticket. Right.
silver dollar.
So matter of fact,
Okay, let's take it. Do not get a ticket.
speaking of quarters, can we give a moment of silence? We got 3 black men here that Maya Angelou will be on a quarter.
oh.
They are putting Maya Angelou on the quarter. Yes, I started TMZ's a motherfucker, okay? And Oprah was talking about it on TMZ. I saw that before SmackDown started. The reason I know that right there because I saw that. All right. So as Shay would be here, I'll give a big heart for Maya Angelou being on the quarter. Okay. Yeah, see,
I dated a girl once like Maya Angelou.
did you really?
She was old.
Yeah, I had to break up with her ass quick when she started reading poetry.
You so
Oh my gosh.
So, like, my thing is this though with Sammy, it hasn't been a great storyline, but I think Sammy has knocked it out the park. I think no matter what they give him, the bullshit they give him I think it's unfair to him that they do that. And absolutely rest in peace. What did I say? I said Maya Angelou. Did I say it wrong? I thought I pronounced it
No, I
correctly.
think he just want to be an English teacher. Or what was that teacher from
okay.
Boys Meet World?
Ain't you supposed to be on a date?
You say potato, I say potato. Goddamn.
Right. You
Shit.
right. There it is. You like regular sausage on your pizza. I like Italian sausage on my pizza. And guess what? There's a difference.
You say jalapenos, I say jalapenos. Or jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Jalapenos.
I like
Shit.
that guy.
You
I like
say
him.
you say Jesus, I say Jesus.
No, his name is Jesus. Jesus Devontae Christ. Listen,
Oh my God.
so moving on. So then, I already said her name once. I can't say it. Naomi takes
There we
on
go.
the greatest women's wrestler of all time, Charlotte Flair. And Big Daddy DeVille comes out again and interrupts and becomes the special referee. We're finally going to get a match
I
of
love
them.
Daddy
I
DeVille.
doubt we get that match of them next week.
What,
They say that
what
match
do
is
y'all
coming.
call her? What do y'all call her? Daddy DeVille?
Daddy DeVille.
Okay. All right. No, I'm new to the show, so that's what I wanted to know. Daddy DeVille. DV.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Listen, if you follow her on Twitter,
Yeah,
follow on
that's her name
Twitter, on
on Twitter.
Instagram, that's what she calls herself. That's her moniker.
Daddy DeVille. Okay.
This, by the way, was before
Stupid.
Becky Lynch became the man. This was before Becky Lynch became the man.
I don't know. If you're right, I
No,
take your word
it
for
was
that
it
one.
was beforehand.
Okay.
It was
That
beforehand.
was before?
It was
Okay.
before.
But
But
Becky
she
Lynch-
didn't put
Becky Lynch
in her
isn't a man anymore.
tagline. She
She's
didn't put in her
big-time Bex
tagline
now.
on.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Well,
dumbest
now she's
fucking-
big time back.
And listen, I say this
That's
much.
just as dumb as Seth freaking Rollins.
I take big time Bex over the man. You know I do. I will. And my problem is, and we're going to talk about a little bit tonight, is the WWE 2K
Sure.
game coming out that she's on there as the man, not big time Bex. right?
Well,
So
listen, this shit been in fucking works for,
for
goddamn 3
I was
years.
gonna,
Like,
I was gonna say, like, a lot of the guys on the roster is probably gonna, like, that roster is probably gonna be outdated by the time we get the game or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's in that game is no longer in the roster.
Of course, but you know what? Come on, they're gonna have CAW.
at least 60% of that roster.
They're gonna have CAWs. It ain't
60,
gonna matter.
I would say even 70.
I don't think it matters. And even when it comes to that, even when it comes to that roster and it comes to universe,
it really doesn't matter.
I always tell people, you're not playing with those fucking people in the way. We go back.
It
to
really doesn't matter because after a while, the commentary gets stale, so we don't care for what they're saying.
Yeah,
I know. Me and Mike, we literally spend 2 days forming our creative wrestlers. I got a whole.
Oh my god,
clip.
you guys do that too? Then
Hours.
That's honestly what that game is really for. I didn't mean to cut anybody off. I apologize.
No. It's all to show your creativity. It's all to show your creativity. And I personally believe that I have the best. The best.
I won't lie.
The best what though?
No, he's not here. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dice. I'm not gonna say you're not the best.
Better not say that man's.
I am gonna say his name. Scotty makes
He
makes really good stuff.
No, he does not. He steals.
I think he makes really good stuff.
He steals the creative wrestlers. But we get off topic.
Does
well,
he?
you know, to be fair, creative wrestler takes a lot of time.
Think about it. Remember when we tried to do our own federation and we was like, we need your people to upload.
I know. Well, I told you that I knew I did it.
Yes, that's why we couldn't upload yours.
Yeah, but I told you I did my shit.
Bad uploaded ours, right? But he couldn't upload his because he had copied and pasted and then changed the way that they look.
I love that there's laughter in the back.
Listen, I want to get back to Shay's comment and go from here as well. And I like this comment, just why I put it back up there, okay? Because Kevin Owens did it as well, and Dolph Ziggler. And I'm gonna say this at the end of the day,
The Miz.
It's a better environment financially.
Mm-hmm.
It's a safer environment wrestling wise. You may not get what you want to do creativity wise, okay? However, you're gonna make a lot more residual money. You go from here, can go anywhere else in the world to get money. That's why all these other companies go after all these other guys because they set foot in that ring. We're talking about SmackDown, okay? They go to Impact. Don't get me wrong. We all watch Impact. We know those guys, but they're not over. Brody King coming over was not a bigger pop than today. Even they brought back old ass, ugly ass. I said it. My wife was here. Body only. Summer Rae, okay, and Jeff Jarrett. And they get over more than Brody King did. I said it.
Jeff Jarrett really did get a decent pop. I didn't catch Summer Rae's. But Jeff Jarrett, when they was like, oh, look, it's Jeff Jarrett. I don't want to say it was like, oh my God, it's Jeff Jarrett, but they really were like, oh, look, it's Jeff Jarrett.
Listen, I don't know.
I don't even acknowledge that.
I'm gonna have it on both systems.
Jeff Jarrett. Nah, the only Jeff Jarrett we acknowledge is King of the Mountain.
No, slap nuts. Slap nuts.
King of the Mountain. That's the only one we acknowledge.
I love how y'all just combined WCW and TNA. Jeff Jarrett, he just formed just like big.
But you still gotta say JEFFJARRET. And I've interviewed him before, so hey, y'all can check that out on my YouTube page, Mike Knoxxx.
Did he have the guitar?
Okay. Yes. No, he didn't. I saw him, and that was my second. That was my second time meeting Kevin Nash. They were in they came to Richmond. All right. At least Ric Flair won't suit Sonny Deville.
Yeah. Big facts in the chat.
Back in. I had to stop getting WWE games because it was too time consuming.
It takes like 2 hours. Yo, listen, speaking facts, it takes 2 hours.
At least 2 hours.
If you're building a federation, though, it'll take you quite a few days.
No, the federation takes some weeks. Your person takes because I always do and then my family, right? And I'm not gonna lie, and this how Dice it just alluded to earlier when it comes to my guys, you can't get them on there because you can get me because I make me natural. Then I take my kids and just change their appearances. I don't want to do all the moves over.
I'm gonna tell you the secret of what you do. I'm gonna tell you the secret of what you do, right? So when you make it a faction, right? So I got like 30 people in my offline. So what you do is
here we go.
You make a all right. So who do I want this wrestler to be like? Right. So and then that's the move set. So then you just go to the creative wrestler, right? And you just hit random on random outfits. Random. And then whatever you don't like, you change it.
Okay.
You change it and then you alter the face. So that's how you get through them shits real quick. And then if you don't like the special that you give them based off of the Like
you just change
the template, you just change it.
What you gonna say, Jack?
He's not lying, because like sometimes when I'll have a bunch of characters and I'll make like friends, family, all that stuff, I might say, oh, this guy's a brawler, put brawler, change the move in a way, whatnot. Oh, this guy's an actual wrestler or grappler. So no, that takes time. That shortens the time a lot, because when you do that, you don't want all your characters to have to say, like, I've made guys and I've had heavy friends and I've seen them pull up a Hurricane Run. I said, that's bullshit. So I feel like I have to like take my time.
Dude,
and
I hate when somebody got a 7-foot motherfucker doing Hurricane Ranas, jumping across the ring. It's not realistic.
It's not.
And when everybody makes 100, listen, to everybody out there right now, I'm talking to you. All right,
Not
matter of fact, I'm talking to you.
You guys
I'm talking to you.
I'm not saying shit.
No, my bad. I'm talking to you. No, not you. Jack, do it. Fuck it. It's over. Listen, do not, you make 100 person every time. You're not good.
You lie.
You're not good.
That's true. No, it's bullshit when people make
themselves 100. You gotta make your guys be I make them, like, I ain't gonna lie, I make me high. It's my guy. It's me.
Well, I like being high personally.
And then after that, I make sure it goes down. Like my kids be like a 90, 91. Right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they can compete with the upper echelon, but like people be making everybody, and then you should not have a big brawler the size of the Big Show jumping across the ring. It's corny. It's ridiculous. Corny.
So I like downloading like stupid shit. Like if I see a really good Thanos and I see him as 100, I'm like, that makes sense. When I have a human being saying, you know what, I'm in the same level, I'm like, no, you can suck eggs because that's bullshit.
You're not Thanos.
You're not Thanos. You're not Goku. Like certain characters like that, and I like that what you said where you look and you say, yeah, I could see myself as a 90, 89, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But all the bullshit, like you guys,
you know what? We need to make a special show.
Here we go,
reviewing the best WWE games.
So you know why? You know why I don't want that conversation? I'm gonna bring it up personally online right now, because when I said, hey, just you and me, no beef, just, Beyonce versus Mariah, you said no, because I want these motherfuckers telling me that my girl ain't this. I don't want you motherfuckers telling me.
Wait. Who's
when I go in there. I don't want you motherfuckers telling me. No, I'm not done. When I say WWE 2000,
don't want to put no respect on Queen Mariah.
When I say
they don't want to put no respect on her.
First of all, that's just Mariah. For anybody who doesn't put respect on Mariah is stupid. Okay. All I'm saying is today, if they sung Mariah smoked cigarettes, that's all I'm saying. Well, just spitting hot facts. She don't sing the same.
Back to SmackDown.
She can't sing A Vision of Love. Today. I don't know who that is backstage. Is that you, Willie? Because I got a dot. All right, so you put your name up there. That's probably the executive consultant trying to eavesdrop on somebody like we ain't
really?
fucking grown.
I thought it was one of the persons from the Animaniacs when you said dot.
Okay, so in that case,
glad someone got that represented anyway to get it.
Apparently, we talk over each other way too much.
What you say?
This is what happens in the barbershop. This is what happens in the barbershop.
Besides getting a haircut.
Shit. Oh God. She's on the shit. She's speaking real big facts in the chat.
She's taking the shit. That's not.
Hey, see, listen. No one ever. There's nothing to. I'm just gonna say this and move out. Yes. Mariah's a goat. She may not be my goat, but she's a goat. She's on the Mount Rushmore. There's nothing else to go about that. If you don't put her on there, then you're just don't know music. It's her. It's Whitney. Hold on, let me bring somebody on. We know who the fuck they is.
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Well, now I gotta kick you because now I'm just gonna kick you because I know who the hell you are.
Is that consultant? Is that consultant? Because it wasn't no camera. Because he like to pop in with no cam.
See, well, hands are free. I didn't do nothing. See, hold on. I don't want to get blamed.
I don't even have that type of market. My pay grade, that's above my pay grade. I ain't even got that. Anywho, they don't even give me the password. I know
when you so back to SmackDown, just the overalls. At the end of the night, of course, we talked about the Seth wins. Roman interferes. Roman comes out. He stops it. So this tells you right there, Roman was not afraid to go one-on-one with Seth. Right? The fact they keep hyping the fact
completely
that
skipped over Daddy DeVille.
That Seth. That's where we started. We never finished there, so I'm going back onto my list. So that shows you there that overhyping of he's never beating for the title tells me already what I need to know. It's going to be 500 more days. I didn't see him losing against Seth anyway.
No,
I just think
absolutely.
Roman is the guy for Mania, and that's the case of it to me. From there, we can start guessing after the Rumble what happens next. Okay. And sticking over there to the Ville, we need to skip over because that whole storyline is mentioned on the UPR End of the Year Awards as one of the worst segments of the year, which I say it's not a storyline, but it did win one of the worst storylines of the year. And because they even advertising next week, Naomi versus Sonya again, Daddy DeVille again, but this is the third time. Why am I supposed to now believe this is going to happen? Like at some point, this is getting to be just too much and not enough of what we need from this storyline. But overall, SmackDown didn't deliver tonight.
Do you think they're trying to push that to Mania like that?
I think at this point you have no choice but to push it to Mania, and I get that, and I get them having a slow burn with it. I don't mind a slow burn. I'm not the wrestling fan that needs everything to be right now, and then complain that these guys wrestle too much against each other. The thing in wrestling today is when you wrestle each other every week. Right back in the day, Robert would go on for 7 months, and they would wrestle every pay-per-view, right? Every Clash of the Champions, right? But on the week-to-week basis, it was just interaction with each other. We didn't have to see them in the ring with each other.
Right? They didn't touch each other.
They didn't touch each other. You know what I mean? And that's what today's wrestling loses because again, wrestling fans are fickle, companies are fickle. Everybody doesn't know what they want and what is to be there. J-Lo is my favorite. What is that?
No. Look at the one underneath. Like that made me bust. J-Lo fine, but that is fucking hilarious. Like,
well,
I'm googling that just.
Friend of the program, Buff Bagwell. By the way, check out
hold on. He's your friend. He's your friend. I would never forgive him for getting tossed out of Raw and never to be seen from or heard from a game. It was his fault. He was trash. Trash. Sit him down. Trash. Sit him down. Hey,
I can name a million under worse than Buff Bagwell that WWE kept.
Who would you take? Who would you take from WCW from the Invasion? Would you take Buff Bagwell or are you taking what's my guy from Chronic? Was it Brian Adams?
Oh, Raph. Brian Adams?
Raph. Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, Raph. I would have picked Raph over Buff.
I would have took Raph.
Yeah, I would have picked Raph.
Guess what? I don't even remember Raph, so therefore I'm going with Buff Bagwell.
Wow.
Here's the thing people have to understand about wrestling, which I know you guys do know.
You old as shit.
I'm
you remember
Buff,
too much.
and I'm the stuff, and that stuff like that sells. Right, and he was the first wrestler to have his no, that was stupid. But that tattoo is memorable because at that time he was the first person you saw with a whole all the way around the arm tattoo,
like the tribal type barbed wire.
You know what I mean? All the way around his arm. Brian Clark, Adam Bomb. I'm still not taking him.
Yes,
you still have an action of Buff Bagwell.
I have one too. No, I remember Buff. I remember him in the NWO and stuff, but like. I think when I'm thinking about an invasion, obviously that invasion was like so shitty. It was really
Scotty,
shitty.
I know.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Buff Bagwell was like on WCW versus NWO Revenge. He was like my go-to secret guy. He was my go-to secret guy because he could do everything. He had the power. He had the speed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I saw that because of Charmed. Listen. I can't wait for Thursday. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait for UPRE on Thursday. And we get in this. Listen, her and I came on this show merely because we don't like each other.
This best wrestling game show. We gotta set this shit up.
Yeah, we gotta set this
shit up.
We get that.
What's the rules? Like, it doesn't have to be 2K or it could be just
no. Just any wrestling game. Just
give me. I have a special place for WCW NWO.
Let's do top 7. We'll do top 7.
7 games.
Top 7 wrestling games. I can't do 5. I got like 7.
So you gotta be like Chris. I have a honorable mention.
Yeah.
So that means it's gonna be 9, at least 9. At least
possibly. I was going to go 10, but you know that calls for like a 2-hour show. We don't need all that.
2000 is my goat.
WrestleMania 2000 was really good. Like really,
I don't know.
Really
good. I went to my friend's house, and they have the Nintendo 64 at the time, and at that time I'm a PlayStation guy. But I see this, I'm like, and I'm watching everybody. I remember they used to take this game with them from house to house to play it, from friend's house to friend's house. I'm like, man, y'all are going crazy about this game. I remember first time I touched it.
Oh man, that was incredible.
And you had the block figures coming out. It was like Jericho's entrance at that time, and I thought it was just one of the coldest things I'd ever seen.
I still got my N64. I feel like people don't even know what this is.
Yo, listen, I'm going to the flea market in a few weeks to go get me old systems so I can do it on stream.
What system you trying to get, man? We're trying to get the 64.
We supposed to have Steaming Willie Beeman join us sometime with what Willie is steaming on.
Maybe the steam ran out.
But he maybe the steam. But I'm looking at this SmackDown again. What gets me even through this episode again, I'm glad you guys joined me. Maybe the wine is helping out as well, and I can also always say "fuck you, Dave Meltzer." But
not to interrupt you,
I'm sorry. I'm actually taking you off the screen because you have that man on your picture. So any show I'm a part of, it gets no play. So when that picture's removed and I can see you in the background, I'll bring you back on.
Get another one.
Just get another picture. That's all. Just get another picture. Just take it.
I like
nobody can hear you right now.
I have one guy who if we could just put up his Mark X, he had his wrestling thing. Yeah, Here Come the Pain, No Mercy, SmackDown versus Raw 2007. SmackDown versus Raw 2010 and SmackDown versus Raw 2006, which don't seem like a bad list.
Oh,
I mean, would you guys put Here Come the Pain on? Do you guys? I don't know. Like, would y'all put that on y'all list?
Which
I don't
one?
think I played enough to get
Here Comes the
Here
Pain.
Comes the Pain. Yeah,
absolutely. That was the game that really broke the mold for video games. When they went and the whole thing where you can go, or which one? I get them confused. Like you said with dates and stuff. Sure. Which was this the one where you could? Was this the second one for SmackDown? This was the second one, right? Or the first one?
It's SmackDown 1, 2, 3. Here Come the Pain.
Is this the one that has Brock Lesnar? I know that has Brock Lesnar on it.
Yeah.
Which one was where you could start going on the subway to places?
That was 4. That was Shut Your Mouth.
Okay, that's my favorite one. But I like Here Comes the Pain. I didn't have a problem with none of the wrestling games until until Xbox. I think WrestleMania 20.
I couldn't get into the Xbox.
I couldn't get into that one. I couldn't get into that. And as we see the racist there in the background with his favorite guy, Big Papa Pump. Yeah, Hollywood Racist. That's his name. That's the only reason why I'm having a hard time buying that edition of the NWO version of that game. Because Hollywood Racist on the cover.
That shit is goated. I'm getting that shit.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What do you guys? I mean, I feel like we're done talking about SmackDown, but what do you guys think about the stuff about 2K22? Like, I don't want to say hype, but like, because I feel like that was gonna be a conversation.
Hold on. Did we talk about? Did we? I'm sorry if I'm missing it, but did we talk about his tag team division in SmackDown right now?
No, yeah, go there because I had that on my list, and we talked about it last week a little bit. When I said it's very garbage.
It is.
It's set up for the Usos to continue to run that division. Maybe until WrestleMania. I don't think that they'll get their signature WrestleMania match.
No.
As far as winning at Mania, they don't have a really good Mania record, but I feel like this is set up for the Viking Raiders to take it from them at Mania. I personally think right now, and subject to change on my opinion, but I think possibly the whole bloodline falls at Mania.
I think you are smoking too much peyote.
Possibly. I only say possibly.
The bloodline will go undefeated at WrestleMania.
It depends on who goes against Roman at Mania.
Doesn't matter. It does not matter.
I can see Roman still retaining.
I don't see Roman.
I think you have a point. I actually think you have a point there because New Day can be the more successful reigns as tag champions, but they'll never be longing reigning champions over the Usos. Like, it has to be 1A, 1B as far as those two are concerned. It's like Edge and Christian or the Hardys, and then you throw in the Dudleys, but there's no third team to throw in there.
But then
I wish
in their year,
I wish that we would have got a reformation of the Bar. If we got a reformation of the Bar, they would be the 1C.
The Bar. I like that you said that. I like because no one gives Sheamus and Cesaro the credit that they deserved, how good they did off the mic, as far as backstage is concerned, things like that, their characters they put into it. They originally came out with the fusion joined first, that the Dirty Dogs have now taken from Dragon Ball Z. I'm a Sheamus mark. So it was the first time I actually got to look at Cesaro in a different light, watching him with that tag team. I'm a big fan of that. Scott Malone chimes in, no, those are all my own creations. The only thing I downloaded was to prevent me from uploading things was the body template. All the clothing and the designs are mine. Well, guess what, Scotty? That's what I did. That's the same thing I did. Stealing the body template from offline is what prevents it from going right. It's what takes it from going online. I did the same thing. I took all those guys and I just changed their uniforms. You know, the uniforms, their outfits. Yeah, that's what I said. They're just their outfits and then their moves. No Mercy to me. It is to me. That was the game that said, "Hey, I can come with the Brood entrance." That introduced that. You come out the bottom, and that was the first game they would let you combine things coming to the ring with, because I remember I had the Val Venus towel and the Taz towel over my head, right? So every color scheme I do is always the same. Dice to tell you, it's like Christian's not there for me.
Red and black.
The BWO, it's always red, black, and green, right? So the towel was red and black, right? I had the all black Taz hat. The BWO sign was green over the hat. Remember how Taz had the towel over his head coming out, and I would come out the bottom like the Brood, all right? And that's what I had. Derek chimes in. SmackDown had good tag teams like the New Day, the Usos, the Bar SmackDown division. Hasn't been fired. The Ruthless Aggression era hasn't been fired during the Ruthless Aggression era.
I agree 100%, Derek. 100%. Well, they've been running that tag division for the past 7 years.
Well, like I said, besides the Usos and the New Day,
actually,
you had. Well, hold on. You had. Would you say that the Wyatt family had a good run? Because they
had a respectable run.
I could agree to
that. Yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers, Wyatt family, however you want to put them. I was a big fan of the Bludgeon Brother moniker.
My kids hated them. They call them
guys.
The Belgian
I
waffles.
loved it. As soon as they came out and debuted in the middle of, I believe it was the Usos winning. New Day. Okay, so they came in, they had the big hammers, and they looked at them guys, and I said, yo,
we did that
they
already,
look
George.
More menacing than the Wyatt family. I would be scared of them before I'd be scared of the Wyatt family. And I thought that they really had steam going, and they was only one-time champs. Right. They was only one-time champs.
This guy just came out, and I got to say it. I know everybody's obsessed with Hook, and I want to like Hook.
Why?
But I just looked at him just now and said, I would beat the shit out of that little boy. I want you to know that. I would beat the. I guarantee you.
Somebody had a sign that says, "Give Hook a title shot." Boy, stop. He looked like he listened to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, we know that one. They definitely revolved around. I called them the Belgian waffles. My kids called them the Belgian waffles.
California.
That's their name. Yeah, he definitely a friend of Justin Bieber. They definitely hang out, him and Lil Twist. They're all hanging together. Exactly. I watch a lot of reality TV.
Everyone knows.
I watch a lot of television. Period. So
back on track. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about Seth and Roman? Because we got a Mox name drop as well.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm not here, but you know what I'm saying, like I gotta add my 2
cents. You're here now, right?
As I said,
how do
I'm
we feel about this?
I said, I'm here for this.
Look at them J's.
There's nothing. I told you last week when he came out. He had the MJ look going on last week. Seth freaking White Jesus Rollins. Okay. I love it. I don't think this time of year they fail much. And the things that people say they may not, like you mentioned the tag team division with the Usos at Mania, we may not get nothing great from them. But I think the 2-night event, first of all, I think one will be on one night and the Bloodline, be on another night. They won't be on the same night. That's one thing I think. And I think this might be the year to probably bring back something different, like a ladder match. Or I don't think it's coming. I'm just hoping they do. I doubt it. It's 2 nights. They're going to spread this out as much as they can. So there's going to be a lot of singles, doubles. You won't get a lot of. You might get the Andre the Giant or over the top rope battle royal.
You're going to definitely get that, but a lot of matches, I feel like that's too close to Money in the Bank, and I think they want to keep that separate.
Now that's become a big 5. Yeah.
I don't think they want to do anything like that. But I do think the idea of, because I was trying to figure out if we're having 2 nights of WrestleMania, right? And you're trying to figure out how the card is going to be. I was like, do you put the Usos on night 1, and then because I think Roman's going to definitely be night 2. I just feel like it. It's absolutely going to be night 2.
Absolutely.
But you bring up some interesting where you're saying, so pretty much the Bloodline is all on night 2. Like that's just going to be their night.
No, I think the Usos would do day 1.
Okay.
And I think Roman does day 2.
That's hilarious.
So who do we, all right? So since we're on the subject of Bloodline, where do we rank them in, let's say, top 5, 10 of merchandise movers?
Ooh, I'm terrible
of all time. I wouldn't say they have.
Not all time of today.
Today,
past 2 years.
Today they're probably under the New Day, but just above the Wyatt family. As far as Bray Wyatt.
In past 2 years.
I think that when those shirts come out, and what's funny to me, I'm glad you asked that. What's funny to me is when you ask that is that I look at the crowd. I always watch crowd merchandise and what they have on, right? 2 years ago, they wasn't wearing this stuff. Today, that's all you see in the crowd. And that's why I think
they was wearing New Day. They was wearing down since day 1-ish.
Not many.
I think
not like you see now.
I honestly think since the Uso Penitentiary moniker of the New Day, they've moved more merchandise than Hard in the Paint new Usos.
He opens up WrestleMania.
I really think that they've moved more merchandise since the Hard in the Paint days of Uso when they were doing the
of course, that's obvious. That's without question.
I think I fell in love with the battle rap. Battle rap promo.
I'm there, and those people don't. Their merch is just now getting bought.
Yeah, I believe you. I take your word for gospel
when
you go to these things. So yeah, absolutely.
Chat. I was going to say, Willie, please come on so you can tell us what's steaming.
Oh well, Willie, we've been waiting on you, right?
He probably got high. He couldn't figure out how to click the join button.
That's probably a good accurate thing. I'm sorry.
Please come to the chat. Please come on, Willie. Go ahead. Carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt your thoughts, sir.
I'm sorry. Chris is back here eavesdropping, so I figured he'd have did all that good stuff by giving you the link. My bad. I thought you just come in there, Willie. That's why I didn't send it to you.
Carry on. I can fix that.
Yeah, I'm already there.
Okay, never mind. Hey, listen, dude.
There it is.
I thought
he knew all that stuff.
So as far as Roman and Seth are concerned, right?
Right.
So it looks like we're going to go down a history repeats itself type rivalry. What rivalry would you mirror that with them as far as two guys that were in the same group that are now in main event status and are now doing their thing separately? Where would you put them, or what feud would you put them as mirroring? Or just
instead of right, like how people would say John Cena, Randy Orton was Rock, Stone Cold. Where would we put them at?
Nah, I can't put that. I can't do that.
I know what you mean.
Because there was Triple H, Rock, Stone Cold, right?
So
you have to put Edge, Orton, Cena as those three for that era. So that's why that's the only. I didn't mean to cut you off, but when everybody talks about things as far as Orton and Cena, I think that Orton Edge, not Orton and Edge, but Cena Edge might be a little bit over Orton Cena.
Cena Edge
only because for a couple of those years, only because for a couple of those years we also got Orton Triple H Part 2. Because he was stalking Stephanie with the whole pedophile type thing, and then we got Legacy and DX. So Edge never had his own crew. Well, he did.
I'm sorry, you said you putting Edge and Cena over Edge and Orton?
Yeah,
that's too close for comfort. But hey, give us 1 second, guys. We'll be right back because it's time to find out where Willie is steaming on. And the man is gone. How do we go through all that and his line drop? Willie, what the fuck is that?
I was right. Every time he get on, we don't know if this is about to be a laptop connection, a phone connection. Shout out to my guy, though. My guy.
Okay. That was
Vaughn. Vaughn is actually actually agreeing with me? Because Vaughn don't never agree with me. When I wake up in the morning after we do a show, I look at everything that Vaughn retweets, and it'd be like, I don't know what Dice Man was talking about, but here he tweeted. Like, here we go. Like,
but he's wrong about No Mercy versus WWE. For me, WWE WrestleMania 2000 is the GOAT for me of video games. But hey, Willie's here. Let's find out what Willie is steaming on, shall we?
Oh shit! Yo! What's going on?
Hey, Willie, we can't hear you.
Hold on, y'all can't hear me? Okay,
now we can hear
you. Player, can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me?
We hear you. We hear you, Willie. We hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
No? You can't hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Is it an echo? Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yes, man.
Oh, all right. Okay. Y'all can hear me. All right. We're good to go there. What's going on, people? It's your man, Steamin' Willie Beeman, man, and I'm bringing you this week's What Makes Beeman Steamin'. Now, there's only 3 things that kind of made Beeman Steamin' this week, and it starts on Raw with the former members of the Hurt Business interfering in Lashley's match. It's setting up for that's what they're gonna do at the Royal Rumble. That way, he don't lose to Brock clean, and you still got that whole Battle of the Titans that we wanted to happen, but we're really not gonna get it. Second thing that made Beeman Steamin' this week, I'm gonna take it to AEW. Man, on AEW, Sting and Darby beating the Acclaim. Now I get it, Sting and Darby will never be the AEW tag champions, but god damn, man. I mean, like they had to beat the Acclaim, even though it's the worst rappers ever. Oh shit, I got bloopers going on. Oh yeah, well we back though. Like long as y'all can hear me, we good, man. Elvis, stop the fuck hating. Mind your goddamn business, goddamn it. Anyway. The third thing that made Beeman steaming this week, I'm kind of pissed that we ain't gonna get the Usos, man, being able to interfere in the motherfucking match at Royal Rumble, even though we know Roman now gonna lose it. It just would have added some little hoopla to it, man. And that's this week's What Makes Beeman Steaming, man. Back to the show, man. Y'all stay tuned in, man.
That's my man, big old Willie Beeman.
Can you tag me in real quick? Can we tag? Listen.
Hey, look,
I just want to piggyback.
Get off.
I just want to piggyback off of his shit. Maybe we don't get the Usos interfering, but what if we get the little brother down from NXT?
Nah.
Is it too soon?
Way too soon. Way too soon.
Listen, at some point in time, he has to become a part of the bloodline. But at some point in time,
I don't think you rush him up, though. I don't think you rush him up.
At this point, you got to rush anybody you can that got steam out of fucking 2.0 because this shit is getting terrible.
I disagree.
When you said terrible. I was going to say we bring up Willie. I was concerned.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree. 100. Go ahead, Jack, and I'll tell you why I disagree with you, Dice.
I was going to sit here and say I do like that he does mention that there is a connection, but I think you keep him down there. I really do. I don't think you just rush him up. I mean, I just don't think you rush him up. That's all I got.
No, and here's my thing about just the other part you said, not just the rush them up part. NXT 2.0 is just starting off. They have to, and I get what I don't like what they're doing with Waller and him coming up on the main roster and that stuff. But I understand what they're trying to accomplish. They need to make the problem with what NXT used to be was, and let's keep it 100. Okay, we can like all those great things that NXT was, the Gold Edition. When they came up to the main roster, it did not equate on television, and they changed it every time. They changed something every time. Outside the 4 horsewomen, everybody else got repackaged completely. But
this is the thing.
So hold on. They have to get that under control. So the reason why 2.0 is what it is so that you cannot see a difference between Raw, SmackDown, main event. Now that still comes on, by the way. 205. It's all the same thing in a sense. And when you look at 2.0, that's what you're getting. You don't know the characters yet because you're not invested into those characters yet, but you're getting the same kind of show that they tell you on the main roster. That's my only thing. Go ahead, Dice.
I feel like in this sense, right? I feel like when I'm watching this, right, I'm looking at Vince and he's reverting back to 1994, 1995 for the next generation, right? when WWE changed to the multicolor. Like, I feel like that's where Vince is going. And when you go into that point,
no, it's not.
And you have where you already got Walter changing his name, right?
No, don't go there yet, because that's how I'm ending the show. So don't go there.
But he's not. But okay, so obviously he's changing his name for a reason. Like, he's not going to go to the main roster and change his name again. Well, he shouldn't go to the roster and change his name. Right. I feel like whoever is on the roster at NXT 2.0 at this point in time, as we know it, would move up and not get their name changed, because everybody's slightly been getting name changes or character changes to their guys.
Sati lost her last name. Yep.
Yeah. So I think that what Vince is attempting to do with NXT 2.0 is to kind of treat it as though not a developmental brand as some may have seen it, but a brand that needs to be respected, as these guys are coming in to take the other guy's spot.
I just said that, though.
So yeah, you did.
Okay.
But I'm just going off of what I'm.
Okay.
So,
sorry.
so in retrospect, I only said that Solo Sikoa.
No, I get you that. I get you why you said
it. Because it has to, at this point, the odds are stacked against Roman. So Roman, he's not going to win this clean. I don't think that he wins it clean.
Not.
So it has to be something underlying that gives.
I don't know. He beat two fucking Hall of Famers clean and stacked them and pinned them. I don't know what they would do with Roman.
But to be fair, when you were saying that, you talking about at Royal Rumble that he don't win clean, or you talking about Mania?
The Rumble.
Rumble. I knew he meant Rumble. Right. Okay. I don't. When it comes to that, I just don't know. When it comes to Roman, that's the thing with Roman. I never know. It's like with I can assume it. He may be. I'm with you. I think my belief is he's not going to beat him clean. But then I never thought he would put Edge on top of Daniels, and I never thought that was something I would ever see. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this about this whole Walter Gunther thing.
Sure.
This is where wrestling fans, y'all make me sick, and I'm just being honest. His fucking name change had nothing to do with him. They didn't give him a different gimmick at all. They just changed his fucking name. Relax. It's the same fucking.
But they was about to change that motherfucker to a Nazi, terrorist.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it doesn't matter though. But it
does in this day and times where everybody's so fucking sensitive. No, see, this is where I tell you it doesn't matter, because to date, I'm a cross reference. I'm gonna get up out of here until if this was Marvel, right? Mm-hmm. Today, I heard this soliloquy about a year and a half ago about how they would reintroduce the X-Men, right? Today's character of Magneto, one of the greatest characters of all time, that should happen in the fucking 30s. Oh, Magneto was based off of
today. That doesn't matter. Today you have to go to like modern day genocide. Okay, to get over
that was his whole moniker. That was
the whole thing. So today, you know, their characters, Vince has always done this with characters from different countries. The Iron Sheik, he tried to make Mohammed Musan. If it wasn't for 9/11, he'd have been the biggest heel there ever probably was, because he had so much heat. He had Iron Sheik heat. Walter changing his name to Gunther. So I don't care. Tell me about a Nazi you know. When the last time a Nazi has been prevalent at all in this country? It does not matter. It's a thing that, here's the thing. Y'all don't even know when y'all are being manipulated by other people's thoughts. You hear so much this, so much that, even if you don't agree with it, or this is why there's so many different spectrums today. Right? This is why Dice refuses to watch something like Power or those kind of shows, because everybody, it's so great, you got to go watch it. No, I'm not watching that shit, because that's the world we live in. He's not going to let other people's perception stop him. That one day, hopefully, he can run and he'll see it. He'll say, you know what? I slept on that. Okay. I do that all the time. I'm like, I slept on something. My bad. But I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you influence my thought process. And I think wrestling fans do that too much. I woke up the next morning like, yo, who the fuck is Gunther? Not going to lie. I woke up like, what the fuck? The internet world went crazy. You know, what we do, we Google it, we find out. I said, oh, he changed his name?
It was very confusing. It was very confusing because, you know, I'm not an NXT guy, but ever since they changed it to 2.0, I said, you know what? I'm going to watch it from the beginning.
Why does it matter?
I'm going to try and get into this every week, every Tuesday. And I watched it, and he beat the shit out of fucking homeboy from Diamond Mine. Roderick Strong. He beat the shit out of him.
You see that right there? What Vince said, what Vaughn just said. I'm sorry. That's a great point. He turned Sergeant Slaughter into an apologist for the Iraqi army.
And see,
now granted, they didn't change his name to Sergeant Slaughter. Technically, they still refer to him as Sergeant Slaughter, although we knew he was someone else.
Right. I was okay. He got so much heat that I heard this. I think this was 92, 93. That it had so much heat they had to move the WrestleMania to another building because they were scared that someone was going to blow it up or something like that. So, Z, I want you to finish your thought because I do have like a minor thing I wanted to say, but go ahead.
I just wanted to add that, like, you know, I'm trying to actually get into these characters and stuff because I want to give it a fair shot, but at the same time, I was confused because he said he picked up the mic at the end, which he usually never picks up the mic as far as what I have seen. And he says the winner of this match is Gunther, right?
Yeah.
And then
it was a mistake.
And then they jumped him. Like they fucking jumped him. So I'm like, is the tag team Gunther?
When he was back with it, when he was back with them in the first place, I thought it was strange because how that whole thing started with them, going back NXT. So again, to me, he said because he already had made a name for himself as a wrestler, and this is where, as Walter, guess what, Scott? Wrong. He made a name for himself to diehard wrestling fans. No one who's going to know him in the future knows him as Walter and gave a fuck because no one was watching NXT fucking UK. Point blank. Y'all have to get out and know what the bigger picture is in life. And it's not our little window. I always tell people, what's your social media window look like? Right? And I mean, I'm not being smart to anybody or disrespecting anybody. Your windows, your worlds are small. So what you're looking at is small in comparison to what the world has. Right? Mine to everybody else's is more or less, but the world does not know him as Walter. The world doesn't know him at all. Point blank. They don't know him. So him changing his name to Gunther, for me, for this intelligent wrestling fan, doesn't make a bit of damn difference. Sure doesn't. Doesn't. Listen, we're going to get up out of here. Tomorrow, Badguy Jack, you're back with gaming. Aren't you not gaming tomorrow? You look at your face.
Sunday. Yeah,
Sunday.
I was quite confused. I was saying, y'all trying to kill me. No, I'm going to be here Sunday.
Bad.
I need to take at least
we got the playoffs tomorrow, Skill.
What game are you playing this Sunday?
We're gonna do old NES games. We haven't figured out which NES games, but we're gonna be playing some old school NES games.
Make sure y'all
playing on NES games on Switch.
Oh yeah, man, on Switch. They got some old.
I whip ass in Mario Kart.
Oh, see, we're trying to find a way to do Mario Kart on.
Guys, we're gonna talk about this as we're gonna get out the air. All right, listen, guys, so make sure you check out all the UPR shows this week. Like I said, it's a big things coming on around the blocks with Mike Knoxxx. Anime as Us episode 3, the entertainment district that drops to tomorrow night as well. We have gaming. You listen, you know it, you got it. Listen, like we said before, we're not actually putting no money in a collection plate. We're not actually going here and buy no dinners. It's a simple like, comment, and share. If you don't like it, share and say, look at these idiots. We don't care. Share the shit. All right? Like the shit. It's not hard to do. All right? Which is a bunch of wrestling fans, entertainment fans doing the same thing you do, except we're trying to do a little bit better than the next person. All right? Sometimes we talk over each other, and that's okay. That's what we do. This is the barbershop, where barbershop talk meets radio, and do listen to myself. And when I tell you this much, and I'm out of here. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. I'm going to be in Dallas, y'all. And don't love God. That's crazy. We out of here, y'all. Fingers.
We the ones.